All right, good, loud and clear. All right, good, good, good. All right, let's just get the webcam working, and we're just going to broadcast live on our YouTube channel. Hope everybody get everything going up and get the recording up and running, and we'll get started. Hold on. All right, looks like we're up. Okay, guys. Well, welcome, everyone. My name is Fausto from Cybertrain University. Thanks for being here on this lovely Thursday, 12 o'clock. We have a great show we're going to talk about. Hopefully, a lot of you were logged in early this morning. We're live every morning at 9 a.m. We are broadcasting live for the world to listen to every Thursday. Hopefully, you guys looked and saw what happened. There was a lot of great action that happened this morning. Kind of see a little bit more of the style that we trade and why we've been doing this for 30 years. So, without wasting any time, I want to just get right into and show you what's going on in the market. Before we do that, quick little disclaimer. Everything that I'm doing today is strictly just for educational purpose only, okay? I'm not giving any guarantees that works for anybody, it varies student to student. But one thing everyone should be aware of, there's very high risk in trading. So please be very wise and smart before you go out there and trade, and make it an investment. Now, let's just go right to the market and show you a little bit what's going on. Now, I know there's some of you here that been following me on social media. I know we have a lot of students that are in here, and we always want the students to show up because the big thing is they were you, okay? They were you, and they want to know where they're at because they always learn something new when it comes to trading, specifically what's been happening. Now, every week we host this event. We talk about some of the stocks that we trade this week. We're going to talk about what to look in the future. And the big thing that we're going to learn is how to play the game of trading. Now, there was a couple of, let's go up to, a couple of things that moved in there. Hold on. Let's bring up my YouTube channel just in case. All right, there we go. I'm going to go over a couple of things there. All right, so there's a couple of stocks that made some big moves this morning. By the way, did anybody see the stock Zap this morning? Let me ask you. I want to start off with that. Anyone saw Zap? Z-A-P-P. Give me a yes or no. Serena, you saw it. Okay, who else? Who else was the lucky ones here that saw Zap go from like $1 to $3? Who here saw it? David, you saw it. Nate, you didn't see it. Okay. What about you, Dan? David Lord, I didn't hear from you. Guys, Gary, Woodward, how about you guys? All right. So just look about this for a second. This stock ran from $1 to $3 in less than an hour. Now, if you bought 1,000 shares at $1, hell, how about let's just pay, you said you paid $2. Let's say you chased it and you sold it not at 3, but let's say 250, right? You made 50 cents. Like, what the hell is 50 cents? 50 cents on 1,000 shares is $500. You do that every day. That's about a good it's a good $100,000 salary. Now, look over here, the next biggest, second biggest mover, okay? LGVN. Now, this stock was on a big move from yesterday, not even just from today. Stock started traded at $1, okay? Yesterday, it went to a high to $2. And then it made another big move this morning. You could see it from here, from $2 at 10 o'clock, it ran to almost $4 a share. Did anybody see this stock? Okay. Now, I know what everyone's probably thinking. Oh, you know what? These are penny stocks. First of all, we don't trade penny stocks. It's a NASDAQ National. All right. You want to talk about some brand name stocks? I'm going to talk about a brand name stock. Who here saw what happened with Tesla? I'm going to make things a little bit more in an easier perspective. A brand name. David Lord, you saw it. Anyone else? Who saw the Tesla trade? Who's a student of Cybertrain University that's in here now that saw how we traded Tesla this morning? Okay. All right. So let me show you what we're going to learn, because sometimes you're looking at one stock to be like, well, if it's too cheap, okay, you want to trade an expensive stock? We'll trade expensive stock. We'll trade Tesla. Let me show you something really unique about Tesla, what you're about to learn in the next few moments. All right. So Tesla, give me a second here. I want to bring something up for you. All right. So hold on. Almost there. All right. Here we go. So what you're looking at right now, fellow traders, okay, what you're witnessing is called iceberg orders. These are what we call here at Cybertrain University our big block orders. Maybe you heard of high frequency trades, dark pools, algorithms, AI, So what you're looking at is Tesla right here started this morning around 187. Now you see this big red line right there? Who could see that big red line where I'm pointing? I mean, if I have to draw it and get more, I don't know if you guys are paying attention, but you see this right here, right? Everybody see that right there? Now look at all these lines right here. 180,000, 131,000, 115,000, 81,000. I mean, if you do the math, you're talking close to 400,000 to 500,000 shares between that, right around that 190 to 191. Now, what happened when it came and hit all these orders out there, everyone? Let's see if you all can answer this question. What happened when it got close to all those seller orders out there? What did the stock do? Did it go up or did it go down? And by the way, if you do not answer this question, that means two things. Number one, you're not paying attention, okay, which I'll be a little upset. So please, you want to make this exciting, please interact. Or two, you don't have no idea how to trade, which is even more scary, okay? Ivan, Wilson, Aaron, you're right. It dropped. Robert, it dropped. Trader Murphy, it dropped, right? The stock went down. Could everybody say it went down? Elaine, what about you? Did it go down? Did it go up or down? How about you? Arthur, did it go up or go down? I didn't hear from you. Joe, we got over 100 people in here. Let me explain something to you how you become a good trader, okay? If you don't talk, that means you don't know. And if you don't know, I wouldn't hire anybody that can't answer a simple question other than did it go up or go down? Because remember, fellow traders, the reason why you're here is not to see, oh, Fausto, what's Cyber Trading University trading today? No, this is not the horse racing track, okay? What are you betting on? That's not what you need to do. What we here teach you what to do is how to stop losing money. Because if you didn't know where to get out, you could have been one of those people holding the bag of seeing Tesla go from 190 and now you're down to 183. And you thought it was a good news because you heard the news what happened yesterday with Elon Musk and with the union and everything. And all of a sudden, here you're holding the bag. All right. So this is what you're about to learn within the next 40 minutes. I'm going to teach you how and why Cyber Trading University is the longest running school, okay, has been endorsed by more brokerage firms than any school in the industry, okay, and how we're going to hopefully make you part of the team to teach you to stop learning and worrying about making money, but learning how to stop losing it, like getting suckered into Tesla or any other stock out there, because that's what it comes out to be. So let me kind of race this up and let me clean up over here. And let me get right to what we want to talk about. All right, so let me minimize this. And let me tell you what we're going to learn. I'm going to talk about how to follow the big money. I'm going to show you the important tools that you need where almost 90% of the people fail because they have the wrong tools and are self-taught, which we're hopefully going to fix today. I'm going to tell you the best times to trade. I'm going to teach you how to be how to figure out and find these tools and be an overall, better rounded trader. I'm going to show you how we implement this on swing trading. I'm going to show you how we implement this on day trading and also options trading and a lot more. But my question to everyone here is this. All right. Do I have the polls? No, I don't have the polls. So I just have a question to everyone. How long have you guys been trading for? How long you been investing for? Here, there we go. There's our poll. So I want to get to know a little bit about you. So everybody just click on this poll. Now, let me just tell you a little bit about myself. I'm 52 years old, married 25 years, actually 26. I got 3 wonderful boys. Okay. I think a lot of my trading, and my success of my family was due to trading because I love what I do, but I love teaching you guys how to do it. So, but I've been doing this I am one of the original day traders that started back in the early 90s. So I might be a lot younger than some of you here. I might probably, maybe be older, but I could say I've probably been trading a lot longer than anyone here in the industry by doing it as consistently. I have traded tens of thousands of trades over my lifetime, maybe 100,000. Okay. And I've learned from every loss on that trade. I'm going to teach you guys the same. Now you could see how I'm going to end the poll. I'm going to share it. So you could see, listen, if you're brand new, no matter how many years you're doing it, it's never too late to learn. Okay. Now, my next question to everyone is this. All right. Have you been trained by a professional trader? And what I mean by that is this. Did you buy any classes from anyone? I'm not talking about, oh, my neighbor trades every day and he showed me. Just be very honest. Okay. Nobody's going to make fun of you. Nobody's going to pick on you. Okay. Because I'm going to be honest with you. I had to learn from someone myself. I actually took a job to learn as a trader, as being a market maker. Okay. I had to be vetted. I had to go through questionnaires. I had to be tested. Okay. So I was learned. So I would say yes. If you said no, that's okay. All right. We can figure that out. But let me just tell you something. Trading is a 90% failure rate. It might even be higher than that because a lot of people are self-taught and they want to learn the hard way. All right. And they figure, and I get it. People are like, well, how do I know I trust this person? How do I know I'm doing a real person? Well, that's why you're here. So let me end that poll. Let me share that result right there. You can see how many of you actually are going out there and learning. Now, let me just tell you a little bit about myself. Like I just mentioned to you, I've been doing this for over 35 years. I've met some of the biggest, most successful traders in the industry. Great traders never stop learning. I've competed against every school in the industry. I've beat every school in the industry. I'm actually going back. I'm pulling a Mike Tyson, believe it or not. I'm going to be up in Toronto, going up again in September. But the thing is, it's not about me winning those championships and competing and beating everybody. It's mainly to kind of show everyone that is how to play the game. Now, I've been featured on some of the biggest stations on the industry. And, one of them is obviously being on NASDAQ. And NASDAQ, specifically did a show for me to teach you guys how to trade. What I'm going to show you is level 3 quotes. Because this exchanges realize that if you knew what you were doing, you got a fighting chance to do this forever. They don't want you to blow up your account in 2 months, 3 months, because if you blow up your account, nobody makes money. Now, here's a great article that was written up in Forbes. A bunch of kids tormenting Wall Street. I was actually one of those kids. That was a friend of mine back in the day. And you know what's crazy about this photo? Look at the size of the monitor. That's a 15-inch piece of furniture. Okay. We used to make money on that. If we could make money doing that, imagine what we can make money now. And look at the screen. Look what you see there. Now, I'm going to ask everybody a dumb question. Okay. Could anyone tell me how many charts do you see on that screen that kid's looking at? How many charts do you see? Exactly. 0. All right. What we're looking at is orders. If we're looking at orders now and we were looking at back then why you're not? That's what we're going to teach you today. All right. So just give you a little more history about myself. I'm actually first generation Italian. My parents came here from Italy. My dad always taught me, say, hey, this is the country of opportunity. People became very, very wealthy here. They came to $20 in their pocket. All their siblings became very, very successful. My dad always taught all of us, he said, listen, you want to be good at something, you got to learn from the people that are great at what they do. Okay. And you do whatever you can to learn from those people. I don't care what it costs you. I don't care what you have to travel. But if you like something, okay, you got to learn from the people that are very good at it. But it's not learning on why they're good at it. It's learn. And what you're going to learn from them is not to make the mistakes. Okay. Because that's where people have to learn. That's where you have to learn. And a lot of people here trade don't know the mistakes. Now, listen, this is not about me. I'm not here to put feathers in my cap and be the ego and tell you how great I am. This is really about you. My job is to teach you and hopefully get you involved to kind of make you realize that trading is not that hard. Okay. And that's the goal. So basically what we do here at Cyber Trading University is we teach our traders how to follow the big money. Now, just think about that. It sounds awesome. Wouldn't that be like, you can do that? Like you can follow the big money? Yes, you can. Everyone likes to talk about indicators. Everybody likes to talk about why their software is great. I don't know if you guys follow me on my YouTube channel. I know we have a lot of people logged in here, but everyone's trying to basically follow, the bells and whistles. They always want someone to tell them what to do. Listen, A parent can't always hold the hand of the child. Eventually, they have to fall on their face. And that's how they learn. And that's what I want to here to show you. A lot of you are not following the money. You keep looking at the past. The goal is you got to focus on the future. Now, let me tell you a couple of things that we traded this week. Okay. I'm not a big fan of Apple. I don't like trading Apple. And I'll tell you why. Why I have to go trade and buy a $200 stock when I could do risk less money with more reward. But Apple did come out with good news yesterday. I have a couple of great videos I want to show you really quick. I'm going to show you some really fast clips, some 30-second clips that we have on these videos that I do. And you could see like, holy crap, this thing's amazing. Actually, thanks for sharing that in the room. We actually posted a link there so you guys could click on that link right there. So why did Apple go up? Well, listen, you had the AI news, you had the iPhone sales, the technical house. But the question is, why did it go up? I mean, how do we know how much it went up? Well, people, didn't know exactly one of the things I'm going to show you right now. When I'm about to show, which I'm going to ask everybody this next question. Why do you think Apple went up as much as it did? Why did it go up? Let's see how you guys answer this question. Yes, there you go, Mike. Bill, John, everyone should say buyers. Could everyone just write buyers? Demand, Mark. You could say demand too if you want to. There was a demand for it. There were buyers out there, okay? It wasn't the Fibonacci. It wasn't a BlackRock. It wasn't, a 200 moving average. It was buyers. Think how much smarter and better trading decisions if you knew where the buyers are and where the sellers are. So what I want to show you right here is this. I did a video on this. I mean, the link is there. Let me see if I can click on it for you. I believe this is it right here, right? So you could see right here, I'm going to play this video right here. Now, I want you to watch what's going to happen. Do you notice right here, it says, watch Apple runs past a 1 million share order at $200. 1 million shares. Do you know what 1 million shares is? That's like that's $200 million. And watch what happens in this video. You see that big green ball? That just popped. Now it went to 200. Now, and that's how it just kept going up and up and up. So let me just pause this right quick and show you that right there. If you look on the right, you'll notice that's called NASDAQ Book Viewer. Now, who here has NASDAQ Book Viewer? Anybody here NASDAQ Book Viewer? You can get it through your brokerage firm. You can get it through your exchange. Okay. Robbie, you have it, show. Now, don't worry about it. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. I'm going to tell you where to get it. Okay. But what I want to show you is this. See this seller right here? Do you notice all the way down here at the bottom? There's 491,000 shares. There are over 5,000 orders out there that make up that order. And you got to remember, then that's level 3. This is called level 4. There's over 1 million because there are other exchanges out there, New York Stock Exchange, EDGX, everything else. If you knew that there was a 1 million share seller order out there, would you want to buy a stock with such a big order out there when people are only selling like 700, 6,000? That's a big, big order. You don't want to be in that position. That is kryptonite. That is a big block order. But what happens if someone came and said, I'll buy it. I'm a buyer. Sold. And you're like, oh my God, guy just bought all those shares? Is that even possible? Yeah. And that's the power of direct access. So let me show you this quick video really quick. And I want you to watch this really quick right here. Okay. Oops. Got the mic over here. 1930. Hold on. hold on. Let me start over again. Hold on.
Apple has a million share order out there. Let's go check out what he's doing. Apple opened up at 9:30, shot up, hit a number of 195, but kept going back down. Big order got filled right here. But you notice all these algorithms kicked in right at 9:30. But why 200? Over a million shares open to be sold at $200. I would explain why it's having a tough time breaking this $200 price range. And that's why you need to follow where the orders are.
So
Apple has a
So what you have right there is that was a video that was I did about 2 weeks ago, and I have a bunch more too also. So just make sure you guys subscribe to the channel so you can get those videos. I pump them out all the time. Now the thing is, what made Apple go up was this big order. Okay, someone executed. You might say it was the news. Forget about the news right now. The news is irrelevant. Okay, news makes things move, but the question is, why did it go up so much? And that order that you saw at 200, that was out there for several months. If you've been following me and you've been logging into our trading room, you'll notice that that trader, that high frequency trade has been out there every single day at 9:30 to 4 o'clock every day. Now, who here knew that? How many of you here subscribed to some newsletter and said, hey, I want to buy Apple and, where are the sellers? They'd be like, I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean where the sellers are? I know I love the company. Okay, I love the company too, but why? But why is it going up? Oh, because it's got good news. That's not a good answer. That's just one answer. But why is it going? But where is it going to go? And why is it going up so much? Who ran it up? And that's something that we learned at Cybertrain University that I was taught by my mentors when I was a market maker. It's all about following the orders. So seeing that, and you could see it from this screen right here, that, let me get my crayons so you can see it. So you can see right here, resistance, resistance. Look down the bottom, July, January, all the way up until June, it finally broke it, okay? It had had such a tough time breaking this 200. That million share order goes back several months. And guess what? If you've been watching our channel too, you would have known that there were big buyers out here right at 170. You know what I mean? Now, the goal was you bought at 170 and you sold it at 200. But you'd be like, but Fausto, the thing broke up and went all the way up to almost 220. That's okay. You could buy it back. Let somebody else get through that million share, because it didn't work back in July. It didn't work back in January. And I'm not going to say it's going to work back here in June, even regardless of the news. But when it did, that's the same exact thing that happened with NVIDIA back in January. NVIDIA and all, when it had a big resistance at 500. And obviously, where it went to about 1,200. So it does work in brand name stocks. It does all the time. So following the money really has a very important, tool for you to kind of give you a sense of, do you get in? Do you get out? Where to get in, where to get out, when to take the profit, and when to take a loss. So the thing is this. Let's teach you some that could make you feel the same in the way of what makes these things go up and down the way they do. And I want to start off talking with something called level 2 quotes. Okay. Now, who here has level 2? Anyone here have level 2 quotes? If you don't know what it is, I'll explain to you what it is. Okay. Wilson, you have it. Cheryl, you have it. Okay. All right. So let me take a step back here and relax. All right. And let me explain to you what we got going on here. These are your buyers. These are your sellers. This is the bid. This is the ask. 3 columns. 1, 2, 3. So the 3 columns, what you got here is, number 1 is a 4-letter abbreviation of the brokerage firm. Column 2 is the actual price that stock is trading at that exchange. So it was an exchange, the NASDAQ, the New York, the Chicago, the ECNs, all those. And the third column tells you how many shares. Everything there is multiplied by 100. Now, whoever wants to buy for the most amount of money is up on top. Whoever wants to buy for less money is down at the bottom. Whoever wants to sell the stock for the least amount of money is up on top. Whoever wants to sell it for more money is down at the bottom. So basically what you're looking at is a negotiated market. This is where people are actually negotiating where to get in and get out of these positions. Now, there's one issue with this, okay? The problem is Tesla traded 100 million shares today when I took this screenshot. But when you look at all these orders out there, where did the 100 million shares come from? There are only people here showing you 200 shares, 1,000 shares, 200, 100. I mean, how is something trade on the NASDAQ exchange that's only 1,000 shares when it traded over 100 million? Does anybody know that answer? Let's see if anybody knows that answer. How is it possible that Tesla trades so many shares and there's such small lots that are being advertised where they want to buy it and sell it? Nobody can answer that question. That just shows you that you're trading blind. Think about it. The thing that you have to remember moving from this moment forward is who really trained you. And then if you did take training, did the person actually teach you what's called volatility? Now, the question is, the way to answer that question is this. You're only seeing the best buyer and the best seller. You're not seeing all the orders out there. That's why you're not seeing where that volume came from. And that's what we're going to talk about right now. That's where we're going to go into something called level 3 and level 4. Okay. So let's start off with level 3. Level 3, what you're seeing right here is the NASDAQ exchange, which you all have a seat to get. Back then today, you had to be licensed. That's why a lot of people were not traders when I started, because back then you had to pass your 63 license, your 7, you had to have your broker's license. Now, today, you don't have to do that anymore. That's why when you look at the New York Stock Exchange, there's nobody working on the floor. Everything's more electronic and everything is more open for all of us to trade around the world. But the thing is, you get to see every single order out there, every buyer and every seller. Now, what you have to understand is this. There are a lot of buyers and there are a lot of sellers. Now, how do you find the big orders? Is this one. The 168,000 share seller out there. Not the 100 share seller, not the 200 share seller, not the 500 share buyer. It's the 168,000 share seller at 182. That's what we're looking for. And you cannot see that on Yahoo. You can't see that on Web Bull. You can't watch on Fidelity. You could only see it on the exchanges. Okay. Now, I'm just out of curiosity. I did a video. I narrated the GameStop of Roaring Kitty. Was anyone here logged in during the Roaring Kitty when he had over 600,000 people in there? Anyone was in there? Anybody saw it? Wilson, you're the only one there. No one else was there, watched it. I'm just like, just give me a no, just so I know that you're paying attention. Cheryl, you didn't see it? Okay. Well, I did a video on it for everyone here, and I really would highly recommend you watch it. So it's right here. Okay. And hold on. Let me clear this out for you, because I'm going to show you how even some of the people think they know how to trade, don't. And you want to know why Wall Street always wins and retailers have always lose? I'm going to show you right here. Okay. Hold on a second. So here's that video that was done 5 days ago. Okay. Now I'm not going to play it because it's like 12 minutes long. I'm going to do the short. And the short is, where is it? Let me show you the short. I think it's this one right here. I think it's this GameStop doing well. I think it's this one right here. Let me see. Play this one.
The GameStop should be opening up any second now. There it goes. Just opened up. And it looks like it's going a lot lower. You can see the stock is still trending lower. Time and sales going down. One little concern that we have, we just broke through major support levels.
That's not the one. That's not the one I'm going to show you. It could. I think it's. Is it this? This one. This is it.
I will tell you, I've never seen anything like it. You maybe have not seen it before. We have. Let's go check and see what's going on with GameStop. GameStop started early in the morning at 6 a.m.
That's not the one. That's not the one. I think it's this one right here.
The GameStop should be opening up any second now. There it goes. Just opened up. And it looks like it's going a lot lower. You can see the stock is still trending lower. Time and sales going down.
Yeah, I think it's that one right there. But basically what I did was I was kind of, in this short, I was basically critiquing of what he was doing and tell you what we were seeing on level 3, level 4. And he's basically looking at Yahoo Finance. He's looking at Yahoo Finance. He's looking at his account. Meanwhile, I'm here showing you he has no idea that there are these buyers and sellers out there that are pushing the stock going up or down. And that's the difference between being a smart trader than an average investor. So getting back to how he uses data is this. Support gets built on buyers. Okay. So here we're looking at a stock CRWD. And you see how the stock went from 340 all the way down to 320? Why did it stop at 320? Why didn't it go down to 300? Why didn't it stop at 330? Why 320? Well, the reason for that is that right here, there were buyers of 70,000 shares at 317. And that explains why the stock went from there back up to 340. Now, you have to understand there are buyers at every single price level, 300, 500, 200, but that's where the orders are. That's where the buyers are. And that's how you basically have a game plan of where to get in and where to get out. Let me show you another example. Let's talk about resistance levels. Let's talk about AMD. Look how the stock went from 162 up to 170. Around 10:30, it decided to stop, and it came back down to 164. How we have known to get out at 167 and why I never went to 170, which some people probably projected was going to go, or 200. Well, if you saw over here on the NASDAQ exchange, there were 229,000 shares out there made up of 200 orders. Now, remember, their prices, their orders everywhere, but the real big order was at that specific number. So when you're sitting there trying to figure out what makes a support and resistance level, it's not a Fibonacci, it's not a MACD, it's not Roaring Kitty, it's not Fausto Pugliese. It's the 200 other people out there that equal and make up the 229,000 shares that can be sold at 167. And if you're not seeing that, you're trading blind. How many of you here buy a stock or do a trade, and as soon as you buy it, the stock goes down? Or how many of you actually sell a stock, and as soon as you sell it, it goes up? Anyone have that issue? Ever have that problem? Nate, you have that problem, right? Anybody else? Sometimes you think they're watching you, right? You're like, I don't understand. It's like, I feel like they're watching me all the time. Listen, nobody's watching you. You are not watching them. This is called program trading. There are so many orders out there. These are the algorithms that are out there. You think that these people are going to sit there and care about your 200 shares, your 1,000 shares? These people are moving hundreds of thousands. Okay. Now let's go over a few more examples. Riot stock comes out with earnings, makes a big news, stock trends down. Now, the question you have to ask yourself is this. You ever own a stock and it goes down, you lose money, right? Where do you get out? Do you sell it here? Do you hold on to, until news comes out again? Where do you get out? Well, the first thing you have to ask yourself is where's support? Can't see it on the chart. So we have to go check out the exchange. Could anybody here tell me, where do you think support level is going to be in Riot? I'll give you a hint. It's got to be on the buyer side, right? We need buyers. Where do you think we're going to hit support levels? Mike James, you're right. Wilson, you're right. Nan, you're right. Lewis, you're wrong. Cheryl, you're right. So look, you know what's crazy? David, you're wrong. I don't know where you got $9 from. $9? There's 11,000 shares. It could, but realistically, the 200,000 share buyer at 880. That's where support levels are. Okay. So like it or not, hope all you want, pray to whoever God you believe in, or look at it, or you can spend all the time you want on research. This stock, like it or not, in theory, it should go all the way down to the next biggest buyer, which is at 880. And guess what? Did exactly that. And you know what? If you own the stock at 890, I mean, you owned it at 990, you said, I can't afford to take a loss anymore, I got to get out. Well, listen, you already ran it down $1. What's another 10 cents when you're dealing with another 200,000 share buyer? And all of a sudden you're like, damn it, I sold. Now the stock is back up. I could have made money. Instead of I lost money. How could I have prevented that? Well, because maybe you didn't see where the orders are. And that's what we teach at Cyber Trade University. And why do we teach at Cyber Trade University? Because that's how Wall Street traders trade. That's how market makers trade. How do I know that? Because I was one of them. Now, at the end of today's presentation, I'm going to do everyone a favor. I'm going to give you my book for free. Okay? It's a #1 bestseller. It's called How to Beat Market Makers at Their Own Game. Okay? Now, I'm here to spill the beans. I had a lot of friends of mine that were not too happy about me telling you how they play the game. But just you have to understand, there are millions and millions of traders every day. We only have 100 people in here today. Okay? Just think about it. You're part of that 0.11% that want to know how to trade. And you know what? They don't really care about it because they're going to win for somebody else. And when I was on that GameStop Roaring Kitty broadcast and I saw 600,000 people in there, I couldn't even imagine that how many there, if I just had literally 5 minutes to show them this, how they could have been smarter and better trades. And guess what? There's going to be losers and there are going to be winners in trading. And hopefully I'm going to make you part of being on that winning side by understanding how to play the game, because most people don't. And you know what? There they are listening to somebody telling them where they think it's going. And here's someone that really has, just because he likes the stock and had a good following, it does work. But you know what? They're there every day. Let's go look at another one. Let's get another buying opportunity. Okay. Snow. Here's a stock that's going down. 138, the stock's down to 131. Okay. Now, how do we find the support levels? Well, what do we need to look for, everyone? Let's see if everyone's paying attention. What do we need for the stock to go up? Cheryl, why is Cheryl the only one's in here? Well, I keep seeing the same names. Okay. Lewis, I didn't hear from you. Mike, I didn't hear from you. Not Louise. Who else I didn't hear from? Abraham, I didn't hear from you. Come on, Patrick, don't be scared. Be honest with yourself. If you don't know the answer, give me a question mark. And you know what? 99% of you had the right answer. Buyers. So let's go look at the buyers, see what we got going on over here. Do you think support level is going to be with the 200 share buyer at 130 to 131 and 95 cents? It could. Could even be a support level at 130 with 1,300 shares. It could. But I think you have a better chance of finding support levels at 129 for the 62,000 with 65 orders out there. So do the math. 62,000 times $129 is $8 million worth of stock looking to be bought at that price. What do you think happens when we get to 129? Exactly what we projected or predicted. It bounced. It bounced. It went from 129 to 133. How did we know that? Because we followed the money. How about resistance, you say? Here you have a stock. Hood, Robinhood, part of one of the meme stocks, part of the whole GameStop thing. But why didn't it go down like GameStop? That's another conversation. What you care about right now, it's not what you think, it's what's going out there on the street. Now, you always have to ask yourself is, if you have a profit, you always want to take a profit. Where's the profit? Where are the sellers? Well, I want you to look at over here and look at this stock right here. Okay. Hold on. Let me move this over here on the right. And I just want to bring something up here really quick. So what happened over here? You look at the sellers around 2370. What do we got going on? 167,000 share seller out there. Okay. Now, what I want to show you is this. Here's the stock Hood. This is live. Okay. The stock went from $16, went all the way to 24. What has Hood been doing the last 2 days? What has it been doing, everyone? Has it been going up or down? What has it been doing it today? Has Hood been going up or down? It's been going down. Why is it going down? Why is it trending down? Why do you think? Maybe because you got that big seller out there? It's the only reason why. Let me just see something really quick right here. I want to see if he's still out there. And guess what? It went up and it came right back down. Now, okay, let me just show you something pretty cool now. Not only was there a seller at that 1-to-1 at that 2370, I want to go in the live market right now. Okay. I want to show you level 4. Do you see this red line? Everybody see that red line right there? I want you to follow that line. And could everyone tell me what you see here at 25? What do you see right there? What is that? A lot of sellers. A lot of sellers. 200,000 shares looking to be sold at 25. So not only was there a seller at that 2380, which is that was something that happened a couple of days ago when I took that screenshot, but the real big seller is at 25. And when you look at the stock and you want to know why has it been going down the last 2 days, and bring this over here. Here's a 2-day chart. Oh, hold on, I'm trying to grab it. Here we go. What's been happening? What has it been doing the last 2 days? It came up, it never got to 25, kind of like hover right here. People knew it was out there, but now it's going back down. Now it's at 23. I'm just looking, I'm picking any stock off the top of my head. Okay. Now, did I lose anybody? So I'm just curious. I want to see if I just basically, listen, I only been talking for about 30 minutes, educating all of you here. Did I lose anyone? You doing fine? You guys are following along? David, all good? You understanding it, James? Cheryl, you understanding it? Okay. Wahoo. Good. That's what I want to hear. Okay. Now think about it. Imagine we trained you and you saw this every day and you were part of our trading room and everything else. How much smarter and better trading decisions would you have made? See what I'm saying? Like, these are the things that why people fail. Thank you very much, Jeff. I really appreciate that. Saying, Fausto, you're the real deal. Thank you very much. I'm just going to copy and paste that, put it in the room. NVAX, another stock. Great news. Came out a good vaccine. Stock went up, right? Great. Now, if you notice here, NVAX had a major problem. Let me show you NVAX. Okay, I'm going to bring up the chart on NVAX. NVD, what was it? NVEX. Okay. Oh, shoot. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. NVAX, my fat fingers. So here's NVAX. So NVAX, you could see here in May ran from $4, then it ran to 13, and then the news came out, and you could see it went from 15, shot up all the way to $24, right? Stock went all the way back down to 15. Now, don't tell me this never happened to you, right? Why is it going down? Why did it tank? Well, if you look right here, sellers starting to show up. You could see sellers start showing 200,000 shares, 300,000 shares. They wanted to get out of it. Now you're wondering, how did the stock go down to 15? Because these iceberg orders kept showing up and they started dumping it. Not the 1,000 share seller, not the 600 shares, not the 21,000. It's the 200 to 300 to 500,000 share orders out there. And if you didn't see that, you didn't know what was going on, you get caught holding the bag. And I don't think anybody wants to get caught holding the bag because it didn't work too well for the thief. Okay. Now, who here would like to get NASDAQ Book Viewer? Who here would like to get it? So here's my email address. What I want you to do right now is I want you to email me. Okay. That's my email address. Email me now, and I will give you the link with the video, how to get it, how to install it, and how to use it. Okay. So go to your inbox, bring up an email, and type in Fausto P at ctucorp.com and write book viewer or anything. Just write anything. Fausto, send me, please send. And just hit the send button right now. Okay, here's book viewer. Okay, good. I sent it to myself. Okay. And I'm waiting for some emails to come in. Oh, I just got an alert. All right, Rich, I got yours. Mike, I got yours. Okay. There we go. All right, I see you guys coming in now. All right, a couple of questions coming across here. Jeff Woods. Okay, I guess we just answered. I met you in Las Vegas, the Financial Public Conference, a couple of years ago. I really appreciate your time and a really piece of advice that you gave me. I never got a chance to say thank you. Jeff, you're more than welcome. I'm glad you know what, Jeff, whatever happened a couple of years ago and why you're here today, I tell everybody this. Maybe it wasn't the right time back then. Maybe, maybe you're looking at it and like, you know what, maybe you sampled, maybe you're starting to retire. I don't know what your story is, but you know what, you're here now, and that's all that matters. Let me tell you something. The stock market, I'm going to make a guarantee. It's not going out of business. So don't worry about it. It's never too late to learn. My phone is like going crazy right now. I don't know if you hear the binging that's going on. See how if everybody could see it right there. You could probably see all the alerts that you guys. Good. I'm glad. Derek, I got yours. Michael, I got yours. Jeff, I got yours. Good. All right. We got to move on because we're almost out of time here. All right. We're out of time. So how about when a stock does a breakout? Listen, stocks do breakouts all the time. I just showed you what happened with the Apple trade. They do it in NVIDIA. These stocks do break out. They'll have big block orders out there. And in theory, that's a concrete kryptonite wall. But somebody be like, hey, you know what? I don't care what you think. I love the company. I'm buying it. Institutions, they might buy it. So you just got to know how to play the game. And that's what ends up happening with these trades. And you can see here on NVIDIA just broke through 1,200 right up to 1,260. And obviously, got the reverse stock split. So stocks do breakouts. They do it all the time. All right. Now, the next is ringing like crazy. I'm getting a lot. That's great. I'm glad everyone's registering. Yeah, look at all the emails. Just show you. Everybody's emailing me. Look, I got yours. Gabriel, investment, Rich. Oh, yeah, here you are. Good. William, got everyone's registration. Please send to me. Thank you very much. I should be getting more. I don't know why I got 100 people. Only I got about 20 right now. Who doesn't want that? Why wouldn't you not want to have a seat on the exchange? Is beyond me. Okay. Listen, what's the worst thing that could happen? Reality kicks in. You kind of finally someone told you the truth. All right. Well, don't worry about it. It's never too late to learn. Now, one of the things I'm going to do for everyone here also is I'm going to invite everyone to my trading room. Now, I want to bring my trading room here. I want to show it to you really quick. Okay. So this is my professional trading room. All right. And you could see right here, it's the middle of the day. So a lot of people left, half the people left. And, right now they're looking at a stock right here. And you could see they're looking at level 4. They're looking at orders. Right. Basically right here, these are all the chat stocks that they're trading. We do live commentary on the left-hand side. These are all the traders in the room right here. So you're going to meet all these people. I'm going to invite everybody in there. And what we're going to do is when you come in there, I'm going to introduce you level 4. I can't talk about it. I'm out of time. But if you want to see stuff like this, where you have this 200,000 shares in Hood, if you want to know why Tesla had a tough time breaking, this 190s and all these orders out there. Maybe you want to trade NVIDIA. Maybe you didn't know there's a 1 million share seller at 130 and wondering why now is it going to break it. And you probably want to know who that person is, how long he's been out there. All these things I'm going to teach you. I'm going to invite all of you guys to come in there and learn that. Okay. So all that stuff is going to come in afterwards. Now, how are you going to get registered? This is what we're going to do. Okay. Before I do that, let me just clarify something. Something you probably never heard of, and I know half of you here said you did take training with someone else. But one thing you probably will not know about CyberTrade University or the people that taught you is that we're endorsed by more brokerage firms and exchanges and companies than any school in the industry. Okay. CyberTrade University has also a reputation of having a 5-star rating on Google over 30 years. You want to know how good your company is? Who trained you? Go on the Better Business Bureau, see who endorses them, and go check their Google reviews. Okay. We have a reputation. We care about our traders. We have great customer service. Okay. But one thing you have to understand, the reason why we do that is because we train our traders how to think for themselves. Okay. And that's what it comes down to it. Now, how can I learn more? Well, this is what we're going to do. I want to make sure everybody's also subscribed to the channel. Okay. Because I don't know if you're a TikTok fan, if you're an Instagram fan, a Facebook fan. YouTube is our biggest, which I think everyone's a fan of. Please subscribe to the channel. Make sure you ring the bell and, give us a thumbs up, and leave a comment. Leave a comment there. But we have some great videos. And when you subscribe to the channel, we'll be able to send you some really cool videos. And, nice short ones and nice long ones, but definitely do that just to get started. But better than yet, this is what I want to do better than yet. I want to invite all of you to come to my trading room. I just don't want you to watch videos. Okay. I want to talk to you. I want my instructors to talk to you. I want my students to talk to you. Okay. And all I'm asking for is one simple fee of $9. Now, I am not doing it for free for one reason. I really don't want to be in a room with free people. If you can't afford for $9, that means you really can't afford to trade. Okay. And I know that's not really true. A lot of you be like, well, of course I can afford to trade. Listen, I want to compete against free people. And I'm sorry about it, but there's a winner and there's a loser. Okay. And when I was on Roaring Kitty's video and there's 600,000 people, I wanted to trade against those people because they're there for free. If Roaring Kitty was charging $9 to do that webcam, I can almost guarantee you 99% of people wouldn't have been in there. All right. So I'm looking for serious traders. And as a gift, this is what you need to get for $9. Okay. You're going to get my professional trading room for one whole week, the room I just showed you. You're going to get live audio commentary. We do live trading, live audio from 9 o'clock in the morning to 10:30. And then we pick up from 2:30 to 4 o'clock. So if you register now, you'll be able to join us at the end of the session because, obviously there's a lot of good stuff that's going on today. And you'll see the live commentary that we do with our instructors and our students and everyone else. You're also going to get live gurus. We do live, we have some of the best traders in the industry that will come in there and teach you. We do weekly gurus. We'll give you those archives of them. And as a bonus, you can go to Amazon. You could pay me $47 for my book. But if you register for $9, I'll give it to you for free. Okay. So you're going to be able to buy my book for $9 right now. It's a fast read. It's a #1 bestseller. It's published by Wiley. It's got color in there, nice, colorful charts. I think you're going to love it. It's a fast read. You'll probably read it 2-3 times. Now, I'm going to throw one more last bonus in there for everyone. If you register right now, take your phone or click in the link. But if you register, I will personally give you a free coaching class. Now, I don't know about anybody here, but have you taken a class and ever spoken to the owner of the company? And why would I do it for $9? Then you might be second. You're like, obviously, this guy must be desperate. I mean, no, listen, I am looking to hire traders. I need to interview you. Some of you really don't qualify to trade, and you're better off let me telling you if you are, you aren't. So, listen, if you ever go for a job interview, you got to speak to someone that is higher up that's going to interview you. We just don't let every Tom, Dick, and Harry in our trading room. Getting back to Roaring Kitty's broadcast, there was 600,000 people in there. 99% of those people should not be trading. Okay. And that's why if you watch the movie, or how about if you watch the movie The Big Short, which I think is a better, more educational movie, you'll see that why do people lose money in the stock market? It's because they don't know how to play the game. Now think about it. Think how much you've learned in the past hour of how much I made you a better trader. Imagine if you dished out $9, how much you'll learn in a full week being there all day. So you're going to get workshops. You're going to get the trading room. You're going to get coaching. And you know what? I'm going to give you my book. And at the end of the day, if I'm wasting your time, I'll give you $9 back, fellow traders. I don't need your $9. Okay. Like I said, I'm just looking for serious traders. Now, what I like to do right now, we're almost out of time. If anyone has any questions, I'll be happy to answer them as you're registering. Now, one of the questions that did come up is how much money do I need to start? That is a great question. $9. That's it. I know people have, no, I really want to know is like, how much do I really need? Listen, you'll know how much you'll need by coming up with $9. I'll give you an example of a stock that we traded today. Okay. Give you an example. Zap. Okay. Look at the stock Zap today. I talked about this morning. This stock at 9:30 was at $1. To buy 1,000 shares, $1,000. In less than an hour, it went to $3. If you made half that move on $1,000 investment, it's $1,000, $250,000 salary. How much money do you need to buy 1,000 shares of that? Okay. You know what? How about LGVN? Another big one. All right. LGVN ran from $2 to almost $4. Another big runner up. You want to trade a brand name stock? Okay. You want to trade Tesla? All right. Buy 1,000 shares of that stock. Do you have 191,000 you want to dish out? I don't think so. So just to tell you, you don't need a lot of money, and we're going to cover and show you how to find them and everything else. No problem, Rich. Hopefully I'll get you registered. We'll see you in the trading room. Another question that did come up, everyone's asking is, when could I start? You should start right away. I mean, like, listen, it's fresh in your mind. Every one of you are going to be contacted by an education advisor. Every one of you are going to get an orientation, okay, of what to see and everything else in the room. So listen, I know some people are going to be going on vacation, whatever it is. I get it. You want to start on Monday? Start on Monday. But you know what? It's fresh in your mind right now. Lock in it now and worry about it later. Okay. So that's the best thing. Okay. Just a couple of shout outs. I'm getting a bunch of people registering right now. I just want to call and just say thank you. What do we got right here? All right. So Derek from Texas, congratulations. I'm going to be talking to you. Welcome aboard. I'll just show you right here. Here we go right here. Derek, Cheryl, I guess that's you. Keep chatting back. William, got your registration. John, registration, got yours. S. Kramer, I don't know who you are, but from Great Britain, got your registration. Just going down the list right here. Just seeing everybody. Eric Morton, got your registration. Welcome aboard. Nan, is that you? That was you, right? I see you've been chatting a lot. Got your registration. Welcome aboard. About 20 yet? Almost. Alfonso, got your registration. Welcome aboard. The other Cheryl D, got your registration, and so on. Okay. I see you guys still coming in. Who else just came in? Gary Woodward. Now, listen, traders, very important when you register. We're going to give you a questionnaire. There's 5 questions we're going to ask you. Please let us know. Have you ever took training before? Who's your broker? So we get an idea a little bit about you. It's almost like a doctor asking you for your blood test, all that good stuff. So definitely do that. And then there's going to be another section when you continue, you're going to book an appointment. Every one of you are going to get an orientation from one of my advisors, and they're going to walk you through so you know exactly what to experience when you come in the room. I know a lot of you here sign up for crap and like, I don't know who I'm watching. What am I doing? And you're going to kind of blow it off. All right. We care about our traders. This is why we have a 5-star rating on Google. This is why we're endorsed by every brokerage firm, in the trading industry, because we help them by helping you trade to become better at what you're doing. All right. But it all starts with $9. So before you're worrying about, like one person asked me, what happens after a week? Don't worry about what it's going to cost you in a week or a month or a year. Worry about now. Worry about, you're in positions, you have absolutely no clue where the buyers and sellers are, and you're trading blind, for crying out loud. Stop being blind. Okay. Learn and just make one small investment. Get your conference call. Get me on the phone. Let's talk about it. Some of you here trying to retire. Listen, Social Security is not going to pay enough. Okay. We all know that. And you're not going to want to live on your pension, because that can run out pretty quickly. And I know people have blew through that, after saving for 20, 30 years. Be smart about it. You're going to meet people just like you. And the key about being good at it, it's not about us telling you what's moving. It's about controlling those losses. Abdul has been a great student at Cyber Trade University. Abdul, thank you very much. He also been referring his friends, his family to Cyber Trade University. I've changed his life. A Chicago native right there that works for the, works for the state. He's learning a lot. Thanks a lot, Abdul. You've been always been great to meet you. Actually, you can even watch his testimonial on our website. A couple of more shout outs right here that got registered. William D from Omaha got your registration. Thank you very much. Jeff Woods got your registration. I think I'm over 20 now. John Stephan got your registration from California. Thank you very much. Any other questions, fellow traders? Guys, it's $9. What do you have to lose? Go out there, share with someone. Actually, you know what's even better? Let's say go buy it for one of your friends. Say, you know what? I don't really trade. I heard about it, but this person could really use it. Could be my wife, could be my husband, whatever it may be. Could be my significant other, whatever it may be. Go out there, teach them how to play the game, because that's what trading's all about. All right. I got to go, fellow traders. Any last minute questions before we go? I see the phone's still ringing. I still got a bunch of you guys still registering. That's great. I'm glad that a lot of you guys are registering. This is awesome. This is great. Looking forward to talking to a lot of you. Now, listen, when you register and you make your appointment with me, you got to be in the room at least 2-3 days. You don't got to be there all day. You could be there just for an hour. Be there in the first hour. Listen, you don't have to be there all day. But I want you in the room because you need to see what's going on and see how these things could change your life. And then we'll have that conversation, how to move forward, if it's for you or not. But I could tell you this, a lot of you are going to learn more in being in that room in 1 hour than you spent in trading your whole life, because you're going to realize you've been so focused on the damn past this whole time. Now you're going to be able to see the future, learning from a true market maker, and it's going to show you. Because you know what? There are a lot of people out there that I'm going to go back to Roaring Kitty, because that was one of my big videos I was doing. And there those poor 600,000 people are in there are getting suckered in and getting stuck in this position. And I'll show you clear as day what I'm talking about. All right. And they're sitting there waiting for him to make an announcement. GME Here it is. And they're getting, it's going up, it's going down. It's going up, it's going down. They're like, is it going up? When he was out there, I mean, look at this thing. We thought it hit a bottom over here, 23. It went to 30 yesterday. Came back down to 25. Why is it doing that? Because you're not following the money. So let's stop pretending and let's start acting like professional traders. All right, guys. When you're all at CTU, can you check out the level 4 life changing? Oh, like William, I mean, you're absolutely right. When you think level 3 is big, wait till you see level 4. Okay, that really is a game changer. But it all starts right here. It all gets started. You watching my videos. It all gets started being in the trading room, and it all starts by reading the book. All right, fellow traders, thank you for being here. Thanks for registering. Listen, if you didn't register, that's fine. I get it. Maybe it's not the right time. One of the people in here said, Fausto, you saw me back at the Money Show several years ago. Wanted to thank him. Thank me for it. He's here now. Listen, I'm going to do this till the day I die. I love changing people's lives. You know what I hate? I hate seeing people losing money. Let's stop losing and let's start learning. All right. I'll see you all in the trading room. Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll have this recording up in about the next hour. So if you want to watch it again, you're more than welcome to. In the meantime, I'll see you bright and early in the morning. We start the trading room. We're at there at 8 o'clock in the morning. We do a lot of pre-market trading, and then we do a live commentary. But you got to make your appointment first. So when you talk to your education advisor, we give you that orientation and know what to experience, so you have the best experience at Cyber Trading University. All right, and hopefully make you part of the team. I look forward to talking to all of you. Thanks, everybody. Enjoy. We'll see you in the trading room.